Once upon a time, there were two little girls. One was named Lara. She wore a white dress. The other one was named Melissa. She wore a blue dress. Both of the little girls knew how to dance, and they always danced on Christmas Eve. But one Christmas Eve, they decided to take a walk far away from their homes. And they walked, and they walked, and they walked, until they discovered that they didn't know where they were. "What are we doing here?" said Lara to Melissa.
"Oh, how are we ever going to find our way home?"
"I don't know," said Lara.
"What are we going to do?"
"Let's look for Santa Claus."
"He'll know just what to do."
And so the little girls walked and walked and walked some more, looking for Santa Claus, until they became very tired. "Oh, I'm so tired," said Lara.
"Oh, my feet hurt."
Excuse me, girls.
"Oh,
Hi.
Oh,
Oh, don't be afraid. I can show you where Santa lives.
do you believe him? Do you think he really knows where Santa is?
Of course I do.
Oh, I'm
Don't you
frightened.
follow me?
He looks like a pirate to me.
Arr, I am a pirate.
Oh,
But I'm a friendly pirate because it's Christmas morning.
Oh, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Where is our friend the policeman? If he was only here, we wouldn't be in trouble. Where is the policeman? Oh, my. Where is the policeman? Oh, it's the policeman. It's the policeman. It's the policeman. Save us, save us. Take him away. Take him away.
Oh, don't worry, girls. I'll arrest him. Come on.
Arr, 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 arr.
Oh, thank goodness. We've been rescued. Oh, my. Isn't it wonderful? Now, what do you think we should do? Do you think we should just lie down here on these boxes in our sun porch until Christmas morning, until Lara and Melissa can come and find us?
oh, I think that sounds just fine."
And so the two little girls went sound asleep, dreaming dreams of Christmas morning, when they hoped that their friends, Lara and Melissa, would find them near the Christmas tree.
Arr, 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 arr.
Come back. Come back.
I wonder if they'll find the policeman and the pirate underneath the Christmas tree.
As you people know, we're going to meet two bright young contestants who are here to vie in head-to-head competition for the grand prize of $1.64. Now, for those of you who have tuned in to this program for the first time, here's the way our program works. We ask our contestants a series of questions. For each question they get right, they get 10 points. If they miss the question, they get a minus 5 points for any missed question. Now let's meet our two contestants. First, I have here a young man wearing a blue shirt and some checkered pants. Why don't you tell the ladies and gentlemen what your name is, young man?
Tommy.
What's your last name?
Murray.
Have you ever been on television before?
Yes.
How old are you?
7.
And you've been on television before? When was that?
I don't know.
When were you on television? Are you sure you've been on television before?
Yeah.
This program is not to tell the truth, but you're still supposed to tell the truth. Now, have you really been on television before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Now, do you understand how this game is played, Tommy?
Yeah, I think.
What's your name, young lady?
Terri Murray.
How old are you?
10.
Have you been on television before?
Yes.
Are you nervous about being on television this time?
A little bit.
All right. Well, why don't you tell the 64 million people watching what your favorite game is? What do you like to do more than anything else?
Sports.
All kinds of sports?
Yeah.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes.
How many?
Let's see. 4 and another coming.
Oh, that's exciting. All right, now, let's begin our game. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll flip a coin to see who goes first. All right, call it. What do you think it is, Terry?
Tails.
All right, tails it is, so you go first. All right, first question then will be for Terry. All right, Terry, you say you're interested in sports. All right. Can you tell me the name of one professional baseball team?
The New York Yankees.
Very good. You get 10 points for that. All right, now, Tommy, it's your turn. Terry's leading 10-0, but I think that you'll probably be able to catch her on our first question. Of course, a football is shaped somewhat like an oblong object, isn't it? It isn't completely round. Can you give me the name of one ball that is completely round, or supposed to be completely round? One kind of ball.
A soccer ball.
I think a soccer ball is round. Very good. We'll give you 10 points for that. All right. Now, as the questions go on, of course, they become a little bit more difficult, as you know. Terry, it's your turn. Your next question is this. Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
All right, you get 10 points for that.
That was easy.
Tommy says that was easy, so we'll give him a question that's of similar difficulty. Tommy, who is the president of the United States today?
Jimmy Carter.
All right. You get 10 points for that. Do you consider yourself a good speller, Terry?
Oh, half and half.
Right. Spell half and half.
HALFANDHALF.
Very good. Very good. Do you consider yourself a very good speller, Tommy?
No.
Spell no.
NO.
Very good. Excellent. All right. Now, Terry, I take it you consider yourself good in arithmetic.
Huh.
Do you?
No.
Right. Well, we'll give you an arithmetic question anyway. Have you done your multiplication tables yet?
Yes.
Well, we know that 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
But what is 2 times 16? Two times 16. She's looking up towards
I don't know.
heaven. Are you saying a prayer? 2
I
times
don't know.
16. She's praying for guidance. No. No luck? You give up? Don't you want to
Yes.
take a stab?
46.
You missed by...
no, that's... Oh.
That was 3 times 16. You were one more chance.
Okay.
2 times 16 is...
Just a minute. Wait.
Well, we have to take away 5.
It's 29, not 28.
Do you think you're very good in arithmetic, Tommy?
No.
You don't think you're good in arithmetic either. Well, Terry just proved that she's right about her knowledge of arithmetic. Now let's see how you do in arithmetic. What is 3 plus 3 plus 3?
3.
That's correct. That's correct. Tommy, you've moved out in front here, but another 10 points, and you're leading Terry, 40 to 25. You have a mind like a buzzsaw. 3 plus 3 plus 3. You could see the brain working as we got a close-up view of your,
I know what
of your
4 plus
face.
4 plus 4.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question. All right, now, Teresa, what other courses do you take other than spelling and arithmetic in school?
Reading.
Now, I'm going to give you a word, and I want you to tell me the opposite of that word. All right? High.
Low.
Big.
Little.
Cold.
Hot.
Very good. Get all three of them right.
That's easy.
Very good. Tommy said it was easy. Well, let's see if you can do it if you think it's easy. Okay?
Those are easy.
Give me the opposite of fat.
Skinny.
That's close enough. Fast.
Slow.
Hungry.
Full.
Good enough. Another 10 points for you, Tommy. Very good. Now, Terry, do you watch television?
Yes.
What's your favorite program?
I have a lot of different ones. I have a whole bunch.
If you were interested in knowing what happened in the world today, would you turn on a program that dealt with A, comedy, B, a story of a man working in a hospital, or C, a news program?
A news program.
Very good, very good. Tommy, do you watch Sesame Street, or have you watched Sesame Street in the past?
Sometimes.
Do you know any of the characters on Sesame Street?
Yeah.
Name
a
me,
lot.
name me 2 of the characters on Sesame Street.
2.
2 of them.
Big Bird. Cookie Monster.
That's good enough. Now the questions are going to get very difficult. Okay? If I throw something up in the air and it comes down and lands on the ground, do you know what it is that makes it fall to the ground?
Gravity.
Very good. Tommy, which weighs more? A ton of bricks or a ton of feathers?
Ton of bricks.
Or a ton of feathers?
Ton of bricks.
I'm sorry, you're wrong. They both weigh the same. They both weigh a ton.
That's cheating.
That was tricky.
That's
All right.
cheating.
I said they were going to get tough. Now you got to watch out. Okay? Now let's see if you get the point. Terry, if we took a ball and we rolled it down a hill, and we'll say that it was a hill that went downhill about 30. Can you?
Why?
Sorry. The ball would be going faster when it got to the bottom of the hill. Who knew all about all of the laws of physics and how to draw things. Impossible to draw a square circle. That'd be possible. Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm sorry, but there's no such thing as a square circle, so you lose another 5 points.
Oh.
All right. Now, Terri, have you ever been to Cedar Point?
Yes.
I want you to tell me the name of 3 rides at Cedar Point that begin with the letter T, R, or S. Any one of those letters. You can pick out any ride, but it has to begin with a T, R, or an S.
Train. That's not very easy, but pretty. The steamboat.
An R? Can you think of an R, something that goes up and down like this?
I know, but you said T-R. Oh, I thought you meant like T.
T-R or S?
Oh, roller coaster.
All right.
I thought you meant T-R, the blend together. That's why I said train. Yeah, I know, blend.
Tommy, can you name me 3 machines, 3 different kinds of machines that are capable of flying in the air?
Airplane.
All right.
A helicopter.
All right.
A rocket.
All right. All right. A rocket ship. Terry? Is it, if we took a rocket ship, would we have to travel farther in order to get to the sun or to the nearest star in the sky?
Oh, that's easy.
Which would be closer, the sun or the nearest star in the sky?
The sun.
That's right. And Tommy, which is closer, the moon or the sun? We know that the sun looks bigger. Is it also closer? Yes or no?
To the Earth.
Yes. Which is closer, the moon or the sun?
The moon.
The moon is closer. That's right.
That was easy. I learned that when I was about 6.
Right. Now, Terry, we know that the moon travels around the Earth, and the Earth travels around the sun.
I didn't know that.
What does the sun travel around?
Nothing.
That's right. Very good. Another 10-pointer. How many bases are there on a baseball diamond, including home plate?
Three.
Sorry, there's 4, including home plate.
Very good. But then you said not including.
No, I said including home plate.
No, you
I'm
didn't
not Daddy.
say.
I'm the master of ceremony.
Tommy.
Don't take advantage of it. Okay? Now,
All right.
let's see how many points we've got here, because this is going to be a close race. 10, 10, 10. 35, 45, 55, 60, 80, 5, 4, 75. I think that's just about as close a contest as you could possibly get, considering the fact that you're 2 years younger. I think that we'd have to call that just about a tie. Wouldn't you? I think that's
No,
a
I
tremendous
won.
program.
No,
That's
I
a
won.
tremendous program.
I won by 5 points, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Now, Terry, what we're going to do, we're going to let you interview Tommy, and then we're going to let Tommy interview you. I want you to pretend like you're interviewing him for a news program. We're going to put you on it's going to be a news close-up. And I want you to pretend that you are interviewing Tommy so that the people in the television audience can learn all about both Tommy and Terry.
Give me a microphone.
You've already got your microphone on.
I know, but one of those. Sorry, what are you kind?
Begin your interview. You don't need a microphone.
Tommy, who did you vote for President of the United States? Jimmy Carter. Why did you vote for Jimmy Carter? I like him. You think he's handling things the way he ought to? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Could you name one of the improvements that he's made for the country?
No, I can't.
Well, what was your reason to vote for Jimmy Carter?
Because it's good. And my dad voted for him.
Oh.
And also my brother's name is Jimmy Carter. I mean, Jimmy, yeah.
Oh. Well, how do you feel do you think he's doing a lot better things?
Who?
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
What?
Ask him what he's been doing.
What have you been doing recently in the city of Sandusky, Ohio?
Playing.
Playing what kind of games?
Look at the television, Terry.
Hello.
I don't know. Like army.
I can't.
Now, come on, Terry. Carry on your interview now. Tommy, do you want to interview her?
Yeah.
Now, you interview her. Go ahead.
All right. Terry, what have you been doing?
Terry, answer these questions, please.
I'm playing outside a lot in my new basketball court with my father, Tom Murray.
What are you doing in school?
Well, we've been studying the eye, and we just got done making a folder about the eye with all our papers in it. And in math, we're just doing our plain old work that we do. We get assignments every time.
Ask her what you learned about the eye.
Why do you learn about the eye?
We learned out about 15 parts. That the cornea protects the eye. The pupil is an opening to let the light in so you can see. That the iris is the color of the eye. And that the lens focuses the picture with the retina too. And the cones and rods give color. And the optic nerve sends messages to the brain. That's about it.
Well, what have you been doing at home with your friends?
Well, my friends haven't been out recently, but yesterday I was playing with one of them. And
What's her name?
Sue Price. And she lives down the alley. And we were playing cops in the shed, and we just ride our bikes around and stuff.
Who did you vote for president?
Jimmy Carter.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I thought I didn't think he was really good or anything, but I thought that Ford was worse, and that he spent a lot of his time just skiing and stuff like that, and that he wasn't doing much. And I didn't want Dole to be elected no matter what.
That's all I want to do with you.
All right. Very good interview. Very good interview. I didn't know you came down on Dole so hard, Terry. Really?
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our show. This is Bob Barker, your immaculate, impeccable, charming, witty, almost irresistible host on this family show, Truth or Consequences. Now, miss, you pay attention, if you would. You pay attention to this show. Now, you stand over here. Young lady, what's your name?
Marg.
You want to participate in this show? Yeah. All right, then talk into the microphone. And when I ask you a question, you answer it like a responsive, interested child who's on television for the first time. We'll see if you're really on television or not. Of course, you know we're not. Now, Terry, you told me before we began this show that your name is Terry. Is that right? And what's your name?
Robin.
Robin. All right. Now, we're going to play some games, children, but you know in the Truth or Consequences show that before we decide whether or not you can win any prizes, we have to find out whether or not you can answer our question. Isn't that true? Okay. Now, here's our question. Why did the yellow ruler turn red? Yes?
Because it got sick.
No. Buzz. Your time is up. The answer is because his kingdom was embarrassed. That is what's known as a pun. Now, children, since you've lost or have failed to answer the question correctly, we now are going to put you to your consequence. Are you ready? We're going to play the game that you're familiar with already, and that is good guy or bad guy. And what I'm going to do, are you paying attention, young man? What I'm going to do, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to give the name of a character from television. Thank you. Piece of gum. I'm going to give you the name of a character from television or from something that you've read, and I'm going to ask you whether he's a good guy or a bad guy. Now, you may never have heard of the character, but take a guess, even if you haven't. All right?
Daddy, we are on television.
All right, now
I
just
can see it through the window.
Yeah, that's right. Now just pay attention.
Are
and
you
play the
really
game.
on
No.
Yes,
Pay
we are.
attention. Pay attention. All right, now here we go. Just listen. Now pay attention, or we're going to stop the game and go home. Okay? Okay. You ready to play the game, Tommy? All right, here's the first question for you. You say, I'm going to give you the name, and you say, good guy or bad guy. President Nixon. A good guy or a bad guy?
A good guy.
A good guy. You're correct. And here comes yours. Terry. Governor Gilligan.
He is nice.
Oh, he's a good guy. You're absolutely correct. Okay. You ready? Your friendly neighborhood policeman.
Good guy.
Very good. Tommy? Daniel Boone.
Good guy.
All right. Very good. Nobody's missed one yet. Captain Kangaroo.
Good guy.
Okay, very good. Very good. The Walton family.
Good.
All right, here we go. The Abominable Snowman.
Bad.
That's right. Simon Legree.
Bad.
Absolutely correct.
He's watching.
The Halloween Witch.
Bad.
Very, very good. Now, here we go. You ready for yours? Adolf Hitler.
Duh.
He's a good guy. Well, let's see about that one. All right. The Pope.
Bad.
All right.
Good.
Are you ready for yours?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you really ready
Yeah,
for
but
yours?
I'm getting nervous. Yes, he's...
Adolf Eichmann. Take a guess. Adolf Eichmann.
Daddy, excuse me a second. I'm going to see what you were doing.
You want to try it again? Here we go. Now just pay attention here. You're on. Pay attention. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to give you one now. Now, I want you all to say whether you think he's a good guy or bad guy at once, and then we'll go off the show. All right, here we go. You ready? I'm going to save some names. You ready? Ivan Rasputin. Good guy or bad guy? Ivan Rasputin.
A good guy.
All right. All right, here we go. St. Anthony of Assisi.
Bad.
Okay. The Little Flower.
Good.
What?
Good. Good.
You're catching on,
Good.
children. You're catching on. And I think that you've been excellent contestants in the program, and I'm sure our audience has enjoyed having you here. And so you're going to get a reward for being such good contestants. You're going to get, what you're going to get is a stick of gum, I thought. I guess we'll have to wait until I get out to the car for your stick of gum. Now, you apparently think that you've been seeing yourself on television. Let's go over and see what's really on that television set. Come here. All right, wait a minute. Wait, just take it. What? Who?
Tommy just went away.
No.
Yeah, I just saw Tommy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your world-famous, articulate, charming host for Juvenile Jury, Mr. Isaac Fasttalk. And I have with us 3 bright, willing, interested participants in tonight's program, Juvenile Jury. And they're going to answer some questions which you, the members of the listening audience, have sent in to them to answer in the hope of getting from them their expert advice on some very important questions. But before we begin asking questions of our juvenile jury, I first want to find out a little bit more about our panel. First of all, young lady, what is your name?
Margaret Murray,
Where do you live?
1225 Wayne Street.
How old are you?
7,
Do you go to school?
yes,
Where?
Campbell School.
Do you like school?
Yeah,
What's your favorite subject in school?
art,
What do you like to draw the most?
people,
People. Ah, that's a good subject for drawing. And what's your name, young man?
Spiderman.
Spiderman. Now, Spiderman, where do you live?
That's my favorite.
Do you live in a spider web, perchance?
No, me do. At that house we buy.
That house right there behind the studio here? Is that where you live, Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Well, what do you do to pass the time away?
Me, a bad guy in my house.
A bad guy in your house. What bad guys have you gotten recently for?
Bidoman die. And die boy and bad eye boy.
Bad cowboys, bad Indians, and bad what? Just bad anybody, right?
Yeah, and bad
Bad monsters as well.
Yeah.
Now, when you get somebody who's bad, for example, a bad monster, what do you do?
Me put my button right here and then I rub them out.
You push your button right here and rub them out.
No, and rub the webs out.
Rub the webs out. I see.
There.
I see. And that's an interesting technique you have for catching bad guys. And I'll come back to you in just a moment. And what's your name, young lady?
Terri Murray,
And where do you live, Terry?
1225 Wayne Street.
And what have you been doing all day today so far?
Well, what I'm doing now is watching the trains, and I've been out and
Did you go somewhere
stuff
to have
like
lunch?
that. Yes.
Where did you go to have lunch today?
A new place.
Now, I suppose your mother is back home in Sandusky, Ohio. Is that true?
Yes.
Let's wave to Mother. Hi, Mother. Let's wave to Mother. Hi, Mother.
Hi, Mother.
Hi, Mother. Wave to Mother. Wave to Mother back in Sandusky, Ohio. Hi, Mother.
Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. Hi,
You want to say hi, Mama? Okay. I suppose he doesn't think that his mother will ever be able to see him here when she's back in Sandusky, Ohio.
Me don't have Mommy at my house.
Oh, I see. Who do you have at your house if you don't have a mommy?
Me has a Bidoman boy.
Spider-Man what?
Boy.
Boys.
I see. Well, you stick with it here. We'll be all set. Now, children, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read for you the question which has been sent in by the member of our audience.
Me don't have Mommy. The Bidoman don't have Mama.
All right. We'll just assume you do for the purposes of this program. And I will read the question, and then I want you to give me your answer. All right? Here is the question. which little Johnny Button of Elyria, Ohio has sent in. Are you ready to listen to the question? All right? Every night, my mother, promptly at 8:30, suggests that I go up and put my pajamas on and get all ready for bed. And I'm never tired when 8:30 comes. And I always say to my mother, can't I just stay up for another half hour? Do you think that my mother should let me stay up for another half hour when I'm really not tired? Don't you think my mother's being unfair to me by making me go to bed just exactly at 8:30, even on weekends sometimes? What do you think, young lady? Margaret, what do you think? You think the little boy's mother's being unfair?
Yes.
Why?
Well, if he's not tired, why should he go to bed?
Well, do you think that that the little boy, 7 years old, should be able to determine whether or not it's good for him, whether he's tired enough to choose whether he should go to bed or not?
Yeah, because he'll know when he's tired.
You think he's perfectly capable of making that judgment?
Because just a half an hour wouldn't hurt.
Well, suppose you think that if a half hour went by, the little Johnny Button would then at 9 o'clock, promptly at 9 o'clock, go to bed if his mother said to him, it's time to go to bed, Johnny? Or you think he might ask for another half hour?
I think he would go to bed.
You think he'd go to bed? What do you think, Tommy?
Not Tommy, me, really Spiderman.
All right, Spider-Man, what do you think?
Me think he don't have to go to bed.
You don't think he should go to bed. Why?
Because it won't be dark.
Because it won't be dark. Well, that, of course, is going to depend on what time of the year it is. 8:30, sometimes in the wintertime it's dark, but in the summertime it's light. You think it ought to depend on whether or not it's light or dark out?
Right.
Okay, very good. That's an interesting answer, isn't it? You should go to bed down when the sun beds down. That might be a solution for little Johnny Button's mother, huh? Put him to bed every time the sun goes down. That's a pretty good answer. What do you think, Terry?
I think, no. I think he gets a good sleep.
You think he should go to bed at 8:30. And why do you think he should go to bed at 8:30 and get that good sleep?
Because if he goes to school, then he'll need it, and if he wakes up the next morning and stays up about that late, then he'll just be flopping around.
Flopping around. That's an interesting observation. When you stay up too late at night, you notice that when you get up in the morning, you just flop around?
Yes.
Is that what happens? What happens when you flop around in the morning, having stayed up too late the night before?
I don't do my schoolwork
You get grouchy?
right.
You find that your mother sometimes has to push you a little bit to get you moving in the morning?
Yeah.
Don't touch that. I think you've answered the question of little Johnny Button very well. Now I'm going to ask you one more question, all right? All right? And this comes from another one of our, this time from a little girl, who writes that she is 5 years old, and she has an older sister who is 7 years old, and a younger brother who is 3 years old. And sometimes they're all playing in their basement together. And it just seems that before they know it, they're in a fight. And that gets their mother very mad. Now, the question he wants to know is, how, when we're all playing together in the basement, can we avoid getting in a fight? And this time I'll start over here with you, Terry. How do you think this little girl who's 5 years old can avoid getting in a fight with her 3-year-old brother and her 7-year-old sister when they're playing together in the basement?
Well, no, Tommy, it's not your turn. Well, I think that you shouldn't even start one. I think it's because they just get in a little fight. Maybe because somebody wants the same toy that he's playing with.
Well, that's what causes it, but how do we see that it doesn't happen?
Be nice.
How do you do that?
You be polite.
And you find that politeness is what counts most when you're roughing around in the basement with the other children?
Yes.
Now, for example, if you were playing with a toy and your little 3-year-old brother came up and said, I want that toy, how would you politely tell him that you wanted to play with it? Show me how you do it.
I'd say, Tommy, you go play with another one, and when I'm done, I'll let you have it.
Now suppose he said, but I want it right now.
Well, I'd say you just have to wait.
Suppose he said, well then, I'm going to have a fight with you.
Then I'd say, okay,
Okay, what?
to let him have it.
You'd let him have it. Well, I think you've given us a very interesting analysis of a socially difficult problem. What's your answer? What would you do?
And so don't let me have me a bat and bamble on her head.
You get a bat and hit her on the head?
Yeah.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Well, I must say, that answer
I
is
just
clean
think
and
it's going
definitive.
to spank him on the bottom.
Margaret, how would you handle that problem?
Well, I would just play with our own things, and then we wouldn't get in a fight. And if somebody else wanted to use our things, they'd let the little kids use them first.
In other words, as the older child, you would try to have a calming influence and an influence of a leader on the other children. Is that what you're saying? And why would you do that?
So we wouldn't get in a fight.
Okay. And do you ever do that when you're playing with your little brother and your little sister?
Sometimes, not all the time.
Sometimes you forget, huh? And what happens when you forget?
I get in trouble.
What game do you like to play best with your dad in the basement?
Monster.
And how do you play Monster?
Daddy puts the money out, and we try to get it. And if we don't get it, we get tickled.
Well, where does Daddy
And
put
we
the
have-
money? When
He puts it on the chest,
What
where we
chest?
put our clothes in.
Oh, I see. And then where does Daddy go?
Daddy goes in the closet.
And what does he do in the closet?
He jumps out and tickles you. If you get the money in, you won't be able to stopped getting tickled unless you put the money down.
I see. And who gets caught the most?
The person that tries to get it the most.
And who has that always been?
Me and Terri.
How about
Tommy never tries. Tommy usually never tries.
I
He's
wonder
a scaredy
why
cat.
don't you try to get the money?
Me, Bidoman, and me, then Wilbum.
Gonna do what? You're Spider-Man and you're gonna do what?
Wilbum.
Whip him?
Wilbum.
Grab him. I see. You know, I just wondered, young man, why you're Spider-Man today rather than Batman or Superman or Daniel Boone. Why do you want to be Spider-Man today?
Be that Bioman always. Be that Bioman win all die.
He wins all the time. Doesn't Batman generally win?
No.
Who's tougher, Batman or Penguin?
Penguin. Bioman.
Spider-Man. Well, okay. Who do you like better, Batman or Robin? What?
The Joker.
The Joker.
No.
You like the Joker the best. Say, do you have a little brother?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jimmy.
What's his name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
No, not Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. No, not Jimmy. Jimmy. No, not Jimmy.
Now our fight's about to
Jimmy.
begin, Margaret. You show me how you intervene and stop a fight.
Well, I would just say what he said. Of course, it's not really true, but I don't want to make him unhappy.
Now, what are you going to do about it?
Well, I could tell Terri to let him do it himself and say what he wants to say.
Well, it seems to me that the fight has abated already. You must have quite a technique developed. Have you ever thought about writing a book?
No.
Well, that'll come in due course. Well, children, it's been most enjoyable having you on Juvenile Jury.
Goodbye, goodbye.
And I'm certain that our audience, particularly other children watching in, will have been profoundly influenced by your decisions on these very tough questions. And thank you again for being on Juvenile Jury.
Goodbye.
Bye, Mother. We'll see you at home.
Goodbye.
Say bye.
Goodbye,
We'll see you at
Mother.
home.
We'll see you in a minute. We'll see you at home.
Bye, Mother. Bye, Mother. Now can we see it? And now can we see it? Now that we see it.
Just sit out there for a minute, and I'll see if I can let you see it. And while you're out there, just practice your game of Juvenile Jury. Sit in your place, Margaret, because we're going to do another film, and just practice. And let's see how well you can practice. Okay? We'll do another film a little later, and then we'll let you watch this one. But I gotta worry about that telephone, don't we?
Daddy,
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom, though.
Well, you can do that as soon as you practice for a few minutes your game. Then we're leaving anyway. Okay? Just practice, and I'll be right with you.
Then we're gonna let Mommy see us on television. Yes, I do. I like it very much. Yeah, and I think very much. And Stupid science! It's science! Bye! Well, yeah.
Well, it's I want to say. It's break now anyway.
Science, Dewey! Wait, they're watching this.
Kids, now wait a minute. You practice up. We're going to get this rewound so you can see it. Now just practice and quit fighting. I'm going to get this rewound so you can do the show.
You're bow bow.
If you don't want to practice, then
Where's
you're
the
not doing another program. You be Bob Barker, Tommy. And you kids practice so we can get it right, okay?
Me bow bow. What's the name?
Margaret Murray.
And what do we all die?
Well, mostly hamburgers.
What's the name by a man? What is the name?
Terri.
You know, don't. What do we all die? What do I like to read about. I like to read about.
What's it, about halfway rewound now? Well,
I like to read about.
well, come on, kids, practice it. So you do it right.
About-
Tommy, Bob Barker. Now listen, pay attention, Terry. And then you can be Bob Barker, and then Margie can be Bob Barker.
I want to
I
be Bob
like
Barker.
to
Okay,
read.
Tell me, be Bob Barker.
I like to read Peter Pan. And what is the name of Molly?
Margaret Murray.
You already answered it yet. And you already answered it yet. And yeah. And what are dimes what are them?
Peter Pan.
And do they ones who don't have eye, and do they white who have a dildo?
Yeah.
What is bad eye or good eye?
Big guys.
Wait, don't ask me a few things. Bad eye or good eye? Spiderman.
Terri, is Spiderman a bad guy or a good guy?
Good guy. Good guy. Good. So why? He's a bad guy. He's a good guy. He a bad eye, good guy. He a bad eye, he don't lie. He's a good guy. We're on television. You're crying on television.
Settle down. Let's see you settle down. Let's see you solve the problem like you did on Juvenile jury. We're almost done reading.